Kia ora and welcome to this first module on carbon chemistry and fuels. This is the CHO1031 Carbon is Clever module. Now if you go inside this module, you'll see three tabs at the top. The standards module tells you that you will be working towards two standards. The one is an exam and the other one is an internal. So the exam you sit at the end of the year, the internal you can do at any time. Credits from only one of these will count towards your level 1 because they do exclude each other. Now there are three modules in this series. You can do the internal after the first two modules, and you do the exam. If you do the exam, you have to sit all three. The third module is also useful if you want to continue on with level 2 chemistry. So if you're thinking of moving on to level 2 chemistry, it's a good idea to do that. The overview tells you the lessons, so they are hyperlinked. It's a quick and easy way to find your way around the module. The teacher marked assignment is the important one that we are looking at, because that will tell us how well you have done, and we'll give feedback on that. And then you should have an equipment box. Contact your teacher if you don't. And then there's also a list of items you need around your home. The methylated spirits you can buy from the supermarket. It's a purple liquid that you buy. Right, when you get into the last tab, the connections tab, there, if you want more detail in the different aspects, so say for instance you want more atomic structure, you can go into the attractions of atoms or patterns in chemistry module. The bonding, there's more in patterns in chemistry, and you can find out more about solutions that get done in this module. There's more in the CHO1053 precipitation reactions. Then there are other connections in terms of standards that are not in this course, but you could perhaps ask for them. So the 90953 carbon cycle internal with 4 credits, or the 90926 biology standard on a biological issue. So those are both internals that are quite heavily related to fuels and to carbon. Right, you go into the first lesson. What do you find on those two tabs now? Because you'll see they're different. They're the what and the how. So again, you have the list of lessons all hyperlinked, so for a quick and easy way of finding your way around. And you get also a learning intention. So at the end of a lesson, you should be able to do this. You should be able to list 3 reasons why carbon can form so many molecules. And then the how tab is just simply 2 lists, a list of what you need for this module, as well as this little hyperlinked word here that has the list of activities to complete. Right, so very quickly, the 3 cornerstones of chemistry. This is what we always focus on. So the macroscopic is the facts of chemistry, what we see and so on. So butane gas, petrol, lubricating oil, candles, they are all what we call alkanes, and we ask, why is one a gas? Why are they liquids? Why is candle solid? So we use that by explaining with the microscopic or particle level. So butane is quite a small molecule of only 4 carbon atoms. Then we get to the liquids, which is petrol. There's 8 to 15 or so, up to 20 atoms in a chain for that. And then when we start getting to solids, we get longer and longer and longer molecules, up to thousands in length. Then the final keystone or cornerstone is the model. So word equations, these are just ways we represent the macroscopic and the microscopic. So word equations, symbol equations, formulae, and diagrams. Finally, your best learning. It happens when you make notes. So you want to process the information, and it'll be very good revision notes when you want to learn for the exam or the assessment task. The assessment internal, I must admit, is open book, but if you've got your own notes, then it's easy to refer to. Check your answers with the model answers, because you want to make sure you have all that detail. Have you used the right words in the right way? Then make sure you understand the key points, which are given at the end of each lesson. So all the best for your learning. Goodbye.